Coming up on Lion Pride Sports, Coach Jed Stugart and the football team pick up their first win of the year.
Plus, Marina Bach gives us an inside look at the women's volleyball tournament this past weekend and why the team skipped their scheduled trip to Florida.
And to wrap it all up, we'll take a step into the Lions' Den and talk about some of the top performers for the Lions this week. Welcome to Lion Pride Sports. I'm Tom Hartbeck.
And I'm Seth Close. Coach Jed Stugart takes the field for his first home game at Harlan C. Hunter Stadium. Early in the game, in the first, Kalen Campbell takes the handoff and finds his way into the end zone for the first. Lions up 7-0. First possession of the second quarter, Najee Jackson finds Kendall Sparks for the 2-yard touchdown. Lions are up 14-0 at this point. Najee Jackson steps around the defender and throws an absolute bomb over the top to Deshaun Warren right before the end of the half. Lions are up 21-0. And now Jackson heaves up the pass to the end zone, and it's caught for the score. It is 28-0. Let's take a look again at that, folks. With two defenders going in for it, he comes down and makes a play. Lions are up 28-0 at half. NSU finally gets a field goal in the third to make the score 28-3. Later in the quarter, Shaquem Wharton takes the pitch around the end and walks in for a touchdown. Lions are now up 35-3. Campbell then takes the handoff around the right side and runs all the way through NSU's defense, making them look silly with the jukes and the jives. All the way from the 20 to the 10 for the score.
Men's soccer is still struggling early on in the season. The Lions couldn't edge past the Christian Brothers Buccaneers, losing 2-1 last Sunday. Michelle Gantz scored the lone goal for the Lions in the 18th minute. Lindenwood and Christian Brothers were tied after Xavi Lau scored the equalizer in the 30th minute. Both teams' offenses failed to score in regulation, and the game headed into sudden death overtime. Buccaneer midfielder Jordi Jordovich netted the final goal in the 97th minute. The Lions fall to 1-3-0 on the season, while Christian Brothers picked up their first win and hold a record of 1-3-0.
Lindenwood's women's soccer team takes on the University of Central Missouri Friday. The Lions are 3-1 for the season, while the Jennies are 4-0 for their season. The game is at UCM at 7 p.m.
It might be getting colder, but the college golf season is starting to heat up. Lindenwood's men's team traveled to the Central Missouri Invitational in Warrensburg, Missouri last Tuesday. At the Mules National Golf Club hosted the 3-round event. The men finished the first two rounds with scores of 298 on both days. Junior Vente Van Doren was the highest performer for the Lions, finishing in 17th place. The Lions finished off the last round with a score of 301. This landed the Lions in 12th place among the 20 teams at the event.
Women's golf also finished off in 12th place. The Lady Lions traveled to the U-Indy Fall Invitational in Carmel, Indiana. The Lady Lions started off strong with a first-round score of 325, but struggled in the later rounds. Yolanda Ratzinger finished tied for 22nd place and scored a 77 and 76 in her 2 rounds. They will play again September 24th and 25th at the MIAA Fall Preview in Maryville, Missouri.
Lindenwood Tennis aced their first event of the season. Both men and women's teams traveled to the Wheat State Fall Classic. The men's team reached the finals in 4 of the 5 singles brackets. Senior Andre Messine won the number 1 bracket in the singles in straight sets. Michelle Gaspari and Tudor Henna captured the title for bracket number 5. Duos for the women's team, Teresa Melichakova reached the quarterfinals of the number 1 singles bracket, and Alexis McCarty was able to make it to the number 2 bracket quarterfinals. The men will be in action Saturday, September 16th against William Woods. The women will travel to the ITA Central Regional September 29th through the 30th. Up next, Marina Bach will tell us about the spontaneous volleyball tournament this weekend. Stick around to find out more.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
Finally, we found his assignment. He rushed through it. I wonder if he even learned anything.
I wasn't gonna get it right, so I just wanted to get back to playing my video game. At least I'm good at that.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
Mom.
In your new role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
The Lindenwood women's volleyball team hosted the Lindenwood Challenge Tournament, home at the Highland Arena, September 8th and 9th. The team was scheduled to travel to St. Augustine, Florida, to participate in the Flagler Saints Classic, but due to weather advisories, the administration felt that the team should not travel, and this is what head coach Condon had to say about it.
And we just didn't want to put our student athletes in harm's way at all. So we decided the best thing to do was to pull out of that tournament. It's just a state of emergency in Florida, and it wasn't worth even risking putting them in harm's way at all. So.
Senior defensive specialist Ivy Reynolds was not upset with the location change. She was eager to get out on the court and play with her teammates.
We ended up going 2-2 on the weekend. We won yesterday morning against Bridgeport. They're out of Connecticut. That was a pretty good game. We swept them. Felt really good. We went in that night at 7 and played a really tough Augustana team. They're number 9 in the country. We ended up, we took them 5. This morning we came in, watched, we played UIS, Illinois Springfield. Hard fought set. We still took it in 3. It didn't look that great, but we're happy that we came out and kind of won. And then just now we dropped a set to UMSL.
Head coach Will Condon is excited for his first season here at Lindenwood, and he knows the great potential that his team can offer this year.
But our ability to adapt and change to some high quality opponents isn't there yet, and we just haven't worked on it enough in practice. You know, the effort is there, but sometimes you have to change the direction of the effort, and that can be hard to do mid-match.
The women's volleyball team hits the road to Urbana, Ohio for the Fall Invitational this Friday and Saturday. Good luck to the Lady Lions this weekend, and back to you guys.
Thanks, Marina. Coming up, we enter the Lions Den to highlight the top athletes from last week. Spoiler alert, we might see more of that guy, Najee Jackson, after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Here we go. We're going to go out there in the rain. You're going to get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh, yeah. Yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
And as you just saw, Lindenwood's women's volleyball coach Will Condon has a big impact on the Lady Lions this season. The women are 6-2 to start this season and are poised for a breakout season as well. This is no surprise though for Condon. He's had success at every stop in his career. His last university, Armstrong State, is honoring Coach Condon's accomplishments, and that's after 9 years and 256 wins at Armstrong State. He'll be inducted into their Hall of Fame. That's the big thing there. Condon led the Pirates to 4 regular season titles and 4 PBC tournament titles. He was named the PBC Coach of the Year twice while he was there and led the Pirates deep into the playoffs, making the Elite Eight in 2008 for the first time.
We have another familiar name entering the Lions' den this week. Michelle Gans of this men's soccer team was awarded the MIAA Men's Soccer Athlete of the Week award once again. Gans found the back of the net for the lone goal in the 2-1 loss to Christian Brothers. The freshman already leads the team with 3 goals on the season.
And Andre Maassen went for men's tennis. He won the #1 bracket in straight sets against all 4 opponents. The senior will be a key part of the tennis team's success this season.
Lindenwood football's new quarterback, Najee Jackson, threw for 3 touchdowns and led the Lions to a 49-10 victory over Northeastern State. Jackson is a junior from Lincoln, Nebraska, who previously played at Iowa Western Community College. He's a threat not only as a passer, but also as a runner, and he will have to be a big contributor for the Lions to succeed in the near future.
Well, that's it for Lion Pride Sports. I'm Tom Hartbeck.
And I'm Seth Close.
We'll catch you next time.